same Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, ordered his employees at Google to cease speaking with the online internet magazine CNET after CNET published an article full of personal, private information about Eric Schmidt, which it obtained exclusively through Google searches and using other Google products. This same division can be seen with the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, who in an infamous interview in 2010 pronounced that privacy is no longer a, quote, social norm.
Can't go overboard though, I think. Not you nor me. Because then we do look like these paranoid fuckers that believe in like lizard people and shit.
Making the world more open and connected.
Oh my god, it's like a secret cult. Look at that, making the world open and connected, stream, graph, platform, and this weird symbol in the middle that is probably for the Illuminati.
So they make it very addictive, they know what our trends are, and they create our own
The third big Bannon project that Mercer bankrolled was Cambridge Analytica. Bannon and Mercer co-founded the political data firm in 2013, with Mercer giving $15 million. Later, the Trump campaign hired the firm to help get Trump elected. This is the Cambridge Analytica that in 2018 became the center of a tech and political firestorm for using the personal data of 87 million Facebook users without their approval. And those are just some of the political projects that Mercer's funded. As a family, the Mercers have given more than $40 million to GOP candidates and super PACs since 2010. Outside of politics, some of the more quirky ideas that Mercer has funded include a scientist in Oregon who has a gigantic stockpile of human urine with the goal of extending human life, a counter-conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, promoting the use of the gold standard, and he gives millions to multiple groups attacking the science of global warming. Mercer, now 71.
There's a part where they say, you know why it actually delays a little bit when you go log onto Twitter or whatever. And I can't remember the actual word for it, the phrase for it, but it's got to do with something, a process that kind of like works on your mind, and it's what generates a certain effect on the gambler's mind. And it's true, it's the credits that you get, and that's the notification.
Twitter as an example. So there's an extra delay that you don't know how long it's going to take. It's between 2 and 3 seconds, where the number of new notifications on Twitter you have. So why is that there? Well, it makes that into what's called a variable schedule reward. It's like a slot machine. So you're playing the slot machine, and there's a time delay, and in that time delay, your anticipation's building, and then you get to see how many notifications I get. And so you become more addicted to checking it again the next time.
There's the addictive thing. They actually hire people that design slot machines and roulette and gambling machines that are highly addictive. People that have studied how to make people addicted to certain things, right? People addicted on social media. Why do they want us addicted on social media? So they can get more information, extract more information out of us. We're feeding a big machine. We're giving a lot of little bits of information, crumbs, to a very big. Look how whales eat. They eat all these little big bits of shit in the sea. Look how big the fucking animal is. We first heard it. Why does Google want to know where I'm going? And why do I care? And why does Google want to know where everyone's going and what? Do you know what I mean? If they know where everyone's going, then what I'm doing doesn't really matter. But what it comes down to is that little piece of information of where I've gone and how I went there, or what I bought when I got there, or what I think what videos I look at. And should I be looking at those videos, or shouldn't I be looking at those videos? And what adverts can you throw at me while I'm looking at those videos? And what way can I think? All of this information and data,
all this stuff, doesn't even anger me. It just makes me think, give a shit, because at the end of the day, we're just human, and this is kind of like just depressing that how society is so over-reliant on all this stuff, and how culture has actually just become built around internet. It's become bizarre and strange. But
CCTV. Fuck that noise. I fart out a coltan-encased microchip in cherry pink, and they line up for miles. Miles! To carry trackers. Give up their locations, bank numbers, fucking facial IDs, an endless catalog of every fuck, every bite, every disgusting nose hair, every dirty little secret, every whisper they thought no one could hear.
Seek importance within that virtual space all the time, every day. We all do. Some people more than others, yeah. Like.
And imagine if you had the pinpoint location of every single lamp in the world, and you could put a colour. This one's communist, this one's capitalist, this one thinks like that. That one likes to watch football, this one doesn't care about economics, this one cares about that one cares about that. Okay, for this group we sell them this, for that group we sell them that, for this group we give them this, for the other ones we try to avoid them from looking at this. That's where the real power lies.
Steve Bannon led Trump's campaign in the final months leading to the election, and of course he later moved to the White House. For years, Mercer was the money behind Bannon's projects, the biggest one being Breitbart News.
Bannon had this very distinct vision for a new kind of conservative politics that would be much more kind of populist than the standard kind of Republican playbook.
In 2011, Mercer gave the far-right populist website $10 million. Soon after,
power, what you do with that information, who you sell it to, who you put in power, what votes come out, what the highest bidder, who, or the biggest puppet that you can have in power, that's the scary part of it all. That's the scary part of it all.
So I just watched the video, bro, and I'm kind of disappointed because it is a little bit kind of like you will never see anything else the way you used to ever again, you know. And Zuckerberg might be controlling all the strings and stuff like that, but he's just become ever more dehumanized. I mean, he started off as a stupid nerd with like emotional problems and stuff, and he's probably just become more and more dehumanized. So I kind of feel sorry for those people. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have to buy 4 houses to find some privacy, because you might know what it's all about, but if you want to see what I'm, you know, doing with my life and stuff like that, you know, it's taking the piss. But at the same time, it's your problem. You're the one that's going to become dehumanized. I'm just going to carry on living my life. So I don't know, you know. I think everybody in their own little environments, and, you know, starting with yourself and then with the people around you that you care about. The most important thing is just to remember your humanity and just to like realize how much of an illusion it all is, isn't it? People fucking stupid than they already fucking are, because they're really fucking stupid. But it's not completely their fault. I mean, there's so much just riding on them being stupid that they've maintained stupid through shitty food, through crap that they pick up on cell phones, through bullshit policies and politics of fear and fear-mongering, xenophobia, bullshit nationalism, crap music and film. It's bullshit. That's what life is. It's a fucking cage with so many millions of people around the fucking world. And the only people that are kind of onto it are the ones that are just owning everything around the world, because everybody's so inside their cell phones, and those people are the rich ones. That's my point. This stupid fucking nut created Facebook is basically, you know, deciding for humanity. Well, Bill Gates used to be that kind of person, but this is even worse. I mean, just look at Zuckerberg, and he's just weird.
Facebook, the more depressed you get, and the people that don't use Facebook, they're not as depressed. The same with Instagram. It's like watching EastEnders. You know, when you watch EastEnders for 3 weeks in a row, You look at yourself and you're like, oh my God, what have I been doing? When you're on Instagram every day for more than an hour, every day, after a week or two, for more than an hour, after a week or two, you must turn around to yourself and say, oh my God, what am I doing, man? This is bullshit.
It's like, we're human, man. We're gonna end up dying someday. So our time on Earth is just limited. You know, there's a clock that's ticking, counting down. That's not like depressing. It's actually fine. It's like, okay, when we die, we just go back to where nature intended us to go after we die, which is probably nowhere.